This is Candy Making 101. Very simple, very easy. But my mother always did this and did this well. Today we're going to do fudge because we're in May now and the dipping candy is very difficult to do at this time of year. What I'm doing is I put 1/3 cup of milk in here and I've got 2 squares of unsweetened chocolate, and you just kind of melt that down until it's smooth. And it's taking a minute, but we're working on it. What do you think? Am I doing okay? You think so, huh? Okay. You know what I'm making? I'm making fudge. Your fudge. Your fudge is the best fudge. When I was young, my mother did it in a cast iron pan, and what a nightmare. I got to clean the caramel out of that a few times. Okay, so now we're going to add about 2/3 cups of milk to this, and 3 cups of sugar, because after all, that's what fudge is. Stir that up, and then we've got to put a little bit of Karo syrup. My mother used to say 1/4 of a cup. Well, you really don't need all that. So how do I know? You know, so I kind of stick with 1/4 of a cup. But you know, when you've got a cook like that knows what she wants, can't, you know, 1/4 of a cup's close enough to me. I don't care. So then we put the Karo syrup about 1/4 of a cup. Since she said about, I don't worry too much about it. Okay, and then the idea is to keep it stirring until you boil, and you really want to work pretty much at medium heat. And when it boils, I'll put my candy thermometer in. Does that look about right to you? What do you think? Am I doing it all right?
What's it for?
It's fudge. Your fudge. And you know you do it better than anybody else. When we first moved down here, we lived up at the other farm till I was in 1st grade. And that's when Grandma Corron died. And so we moved in down here. And they had an old cook stove over here. And that's all they had. And I don't remember, because I was pretty young, how she did it. But we ate every night. Obviously, we looked like we eat. And she kept everything going. But after a year, they decided to remodel and put in more modern conveniences. Now's where I'll start washing down the sides. I put the candy thermometer in. And I said to Mom one time, why do we brush down those sides? Do you remember why we brush down those sides? She says, the more you brush it down, the less sugary it is. So I probably do it 10 times more than she did, because she also did 5 or 6 other things at the same time. I don't.
For 10 here.
I think
Oh,
that's
the spatula for 10 minutes. Wow.
So, and then right away, dump the nuts in. Cup of nuts. And then right away, I'm heading this way. This is the marble slab. It's all buttered. And we're just going to let this sit for 5 minutes. Good. Okay, and as you work it, it'll get harder. In fact, this seems to be stiffening up pretty well. But I didn't notice it.
What are you making?
Fudge. Your fudge. The more you work it again, the less sugary it is. And as you work it, it gets heavier. In fact, I really like fudge right the way it is now. If you weren't here, I would have taken a little off the edges while it was sitting there for the 5 minutes, because I like it that way. This worked better than usual. Usually I stick longer than that. Then we just pat it right into the pan. What do you think?
Pretty good.
Pretty good. Pretty good. These experts, they're hard to please, you know? Good.
Wow.
I paid them to say that.
Yeah.
It's so good.